We're
Okay,
live.
so, oh yeah, so hello everyone. Welcome to the September 9th night of Salamini Dota. And with me, of course, as usual, is Coach Dota. And we have a surprise for you on Saturday because there will be a new caster on board. Wow, Coach, Coach and I will be casting some of the games, but the other half of the games, we will be introducing our new caster. In case you didn't catch him last week, his name is Leo, and he's actually one of the players of our community playing under the flag of K7C. And tonight we'll be having Vegetable Gaming versus Baksi Bad Boys. And just so you guys know, the first game of the first game of this series tonight goes to Vegetable Gaming by default because Baksi Gaming was delayed, was late, and we had to, as per our rules, 15 minute tardiness would cost you one game, and another 15 minutes would cost you the entire series. So there's that. So we're now moving into the drafting phase of Vegetable Gaming versus Bax and Bad Boys. And of course, as per usual, Coach will be handling this part. And I give the floor to you, Coach.
Alright, so on our first round of bans, we have pretty much standard bans Faces Void and then Eraser. Faces Void, of course, very, very powerful hero right now in this current meta. Very annoying to deal with. He has that initiation and the lock. Um, yeah, very potent combination. Some initiates, like Tide Hunter, require you to get the blink before you can pull off those big combos. But with Faceless Void, you got everything with him. He has the movement with that Time Walk and then Chronosphere, so he doesn't need a blink. Doesn't really need anything other than his level 6, and he can start pulling off those team fight combos. And then Razor, a very popular hero right now, can go any lane, very versatile. Batrider and Doom, of course, your single target pickoffs. Now, Vegetable Gaming, uh, they go with the Tinker. Maybe they're afraid of getting the Tinker banned in the later stages, or they don't want the enemy. They don't want Baksi to pick up the Tinker for themselves. So they pick up the Tinker first pick. I used to say that Tinker first pick would be unusual, but in our series, it's kind of popular. It's kind of popular to see Tinker as the first one or two picks. So, okay, we're going to see a Tinker centered strat for Vegetable Gaming, and for Baksi, right now, first pick is Skyrath Mage. Pretty standard. Not really a game defining hero, not really the kind of hero to shape uh, the tide of the game, but a good utility hero. Probably one of the best supports right now, long range initiation with that concussive shot and lots of magical damage, and a bit of utility with the silence. If you can catch Tinker before he gets a blink, then silence and into a Mystic Flare combo could take the Tinker out. Or a lot of other heroes early on in particular. So, Skyrath Mage, solid pick. Right now, Baksi, however, they're burning through their reserve time. Going through a second pick. Oh, there goes Lycan. Okay, this is going to be fun. I don't think we've seen Lycan in quite a while. Ali, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Can you look up? Do you have our stats?
Yeah, hang on.
Can you look up
Yeah,
how many games Lycan has been picked up? Yeah, Lycan has been usually a first ban, but yeah, it kind of slipped through the cracks. Lycan wasn't banned, so got picked up. Okay, so in response to the Lycan, we have a Viper pick by Vegetable Gaming, and the bans come out. Uh, Shadow Shaman, of course, Death Ball Hero, and then Tide Hunter. So no Tide Hunter team fight and no Shadow Shaman tower push.
okay, so this is not updated, right? These stats are not updated, but so far, apparently Lycan has been used only 3 times. So let's add a margin of error there, like maybe a couple of times more. So out of the more than 50 games that we had in this series, Lycan have been picked 3 to 5 times only.
All right.
So yes, this is a rare appearance for Lycan.
3 to 5 times. Can you tell me the win rate? Is the win rate there?
Oh, okay. Hang on, I can get the win rate for you.
All right. So meanwhile, Vegetable Gaming ban out Death Prophet. So no Shadow Shaman, no Death Prophet, no Tower Push, and Baksi ban out the Nature's Prophet. Yeah, Tinker, Nature's Prophet, very annoying to deal with. That's going to be the global strat. So Nature's Prophet is taken out. One less global hero to deal with. That's probably what they're thinking. Baksi, however, pick up Ancient Apparition. Ancient Apparition himself, he has a global ultimate that Ice Blast can stop pushes from across the map. So yeah, a bit of a plus for Ancient Apparition, and you can also use that against the Tinker, who's somewhere else across the map. The Ice Blast, deals persistent damage, so it should be able to stop the Tinker from getting a blink. It would require a Tinker to have a bit of a tight how do you say this, tight execution, yeah, in terms of rearming and blinking, because you'd have to do the blink in the window before the Ancient Apparition Ice Blast damage ticks off, because it's going to reset the blink cooldown. But even then, the anti-regen of Ice Blast would be annoying for Tinker, because Tinker relies on going back to base and then TPing back into the front. If you hit him with the Ice Blast, it's going to take some time off that Tinker going back into actual fighting. So okay, Baksi pick up their carry, kind of carry Slark. Lycan is already kind of a carry, but he kind of tapers off towards the late game. So Slark is going to be their catch-up hero. When Lycan falls off, then Slark is going to be there to pick up the slack. Slark is a very annoying hero to deal with. Great escape with Dark Pack Pounce. Dark Pack actually prevents you from getting stunned most of the time, and the Shadow Dance makes you practically untarget. You're untargetable and practically invulnerable right now.
Yeah.
The Viper has targeted spells, so he won't be able to hit Slark with that Shadow Dance. You have AoE from Jakiro and Tinker, but Tinker's AoE isn't reliable, and Jakiro's AoE is easily avoidable as well. So for Slark, they're going to have a bit of a hard time dealing with Slark, I would say, unless the Tinker gets the jump on Slark. So we'll have to see how that plays up. But yeah, either way, they can go early game with the Lycan, they can go late game with the Slark. Slark not really too hard of a carry, but when well farmed, can be just as effective. So Vegetable Gaming right now, they pick up Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit not really too particularly defined to do anything. Good support. Perhaps you can take a hero out of the Mystic Flare with the Vengeful Spirit swap, and maybe they're just looking for general support. Yeah, more damage, very reliable stun and positioning ability. So why not? Vengeful Spirit, always good. Also, yeah, the natural enemy of Skywrath Mage in the in-game lore at least. So Skywrath Mage and Vengeful Spirit are rivals in the game. And yeah, the last bans come out. Co-op is banned. Mid hero, I guess they don't want to deal with the co-op. High damage output, burst. Yeah, comboed with the Ancient Apparition Ice Blast. You can take out the entire team with a good team fight. And Baksi, they ban out the Bloodseeker. Okay, so the Bloodseeker, a niche pick actually, a niche counter to Slark. If you have the Bloodseeker's what's his spell?
Bloodthirst.
Yeah, Bloodthirst, the passive. Yeah.
No, it's is it
Bloodthirst?
Yeah,
The
Bloodthirst.
Bloodthirst, the passive. You can gives you vision over Slark and prevents the regeneration of Slark under fog. Yeah. So kind of a niche pick. a niche counter, but they ban it anyway. Right now, it falls on Baksi to pick up a mid hero. The mid heroes that haven't been banned right now, notably Brewmaster. Yeah, Brewmaster is a popular mid hero. He slipped through the cracks right now. He's managed to avoid the ban. Uh, so yeah, I would recommend Baksi to pick up the Brewmaster, if not Vegetable Gaming. But there we go, Earthshaker, of course. Earthshaker, good damage, good range, very commonly paired with Skywrath Mage, and for good reason. Both of them have long range initiation disables. The concussive shot, slow, followed by the Earthshaker Fissure, can possibly net you first blood or early game kills, and doesn't really fall off later on in the game. That range is very, very invaluable. So now Vegetable Gaming, they have mids already. Tinker is a good mid. Viper is maybe a better mid, but you'd still want the Tinker to get that farm. So their off lane, yeah, the Bristleback, and potential carry-ish hero. So they have Viper and Bristleback for DPS, Jakiro, Vengeful Spirit for all-around support, and Tinker, as their core, their principal core. And Baksi, however, they have the Slark and Lycan as their core heroes, Skywrath Mage, Ancient Apparition, and Earthshaker for supports. Alright, so, okay, this Lycan pick, this is interesting. Let me talk about the Lycan for a while. Lycan is rarely played because Lycan is most often banned immediately. So, what makes Lycan an insta-ban or instant pick in this current meta? Well, Lycan has that very, very invaluable pushing ability. Even before the Death Prophet hits 6, even before the Shadow Shaman hits 6, the Lycan can jungle and get that 6 much earlier on, and those wolves can just start ripping apart towers and even take down Roshan if he gets the early Vlads. Alright, so let's keep an eye on this Lycan. Meanwhile, let's have the introductions for the teams.
Okay, so we have here Vegetable Gaming, which actually have played like a couple of games with us already, and they did won that series the last time they were with us. And for Tinker, who's be playing at the middle lane, will be Faffy Pudding, who is actually their team captain. For Bristleback, we have Zraf, and he will be accompanied in the off lane by Rebel, who is playing as a Jakiro, and Jeropi playing as a Vengeful Spirit. On the safe lane, we have the Viper going for the solo, and then that's everyone for Vegetable Gaming. Now, for the Dire team, we have Baksi Gaming. Baksi Gaming is actually a spin-off from Classic Gaming. They apparently the teams from Classic Gaming decided to create their own teams, like to separate from each other. And Classic Gaming actually gave birth to 2 teams. One is Manji Gaming, if I'm not mistaken, and the other one is this, Baksi Gaming. We can see the former team captain, X35, now playing as... Oh, he changed his name. Let me check. Okay, he's playing as the Earthshaker. That is X35 right there, changing his name to something that I will not acknowledge because it is beyond the community standards. And we have on the Skywrath Mage Taroro, we have Cunning on Baksi, back on Ancient Apparition, and then another Baksi for Slark. So they just ended up using their own team name. So I'm just gonna call them by their heroes, I guess. So that's it for the team, for the team's reductions. And by the way, Coach, Lycan has a 33% win rate in our community.
Only 33?
Only 33.
Oh, well, that's kind of low. So only 1 win out of the 3 games we've analyzed so far, and alright, so let's see how this one goes. Right now, Lycan is put into a tri-lane. I would say that the Slark probably would have been better suited at this tri-lane because Lycan is not the kind of hero that operates well under the tri-lane. A tri-lane, you want high amounts of burst damage, pick off a hero, and then let yourself free farm. So the Slark would have been better. The Slark would have been able to lock someone with that pounce. But yeah, right now it's going to be a tri-lane versus tri-lane in the Radiant safe lane. hopefully for Baksi, I mean the Lycan would be able to farm. If this Lycan doesn't get early farm, then he won't get those uh, early tower pushing and early Roshan
Oh,
potential.
hang on, at the top lane, we actually missed the first blood getting cold, and well, apparently, Slark was able to pounce upon the Viper and just take him out almost immediately. Meanwhile, the mid lane Skyrath Mage actually took down Faffy Pudding as well. So there's that. So it was an immediate two kills there for Baksi. We weren't able to catch any of the action because it was too immediate. Everybody just got bursted down with a Slark Dark Pack, I believe, and the Skywrath Concussive Arcane Bolt, Arcane Seal, whatever.
Yeah, I was really expecting that someone would die in the tri lane before the mid or the off lane because it's kind of unusual that you get first blood on the 1v1 lanes, but hey, it happened this time, and especially the Slark. I wouldn't have expected Slark to pick off the Viper because the Viper does have that corrosive skin and a poison attack. If he has points in both of those skills, then it's going to be high amounts of DPS and poison slow for the other laner. Yeah, Viper is still my favorite laner, but somehow he lost. I wish we could have seen how that happened. But yeah, either way, congratulations to that Slark. He managed to get the first blood against that Viper. So yeah, right now, let's see the last hits in the nice. Sitting at top is the Tinker still, even if he died, 13, and then followed by the Skyrath Mage and Slark. Actually, all of them are high, so around 11 to 15. The Viper, Slark, Skyrath Mage, and Tinker. But in net worth, yeah, top is already Skyrath Mage, and then followed by Slark. That's just because of those early game kills. Yeah, the first kills. Lycan, however, is also doing well, even without a kill. 1300 gold. But yeah, a bit early in the game to call anything. So, all right. This Skyrath Mage getting harassed, zoned out a bit by the Tinker. Maybe the Tinker's gonna pick up his pace right now. The Skyrath Mage is almost 6 though, but the Tinker's doing an okay job of zoning out this Skyrath Mage. Skyrath Mage is gonna find that rune. He has that bottle, so he's gonna be safe right now. If we check the off lane, the Slark also almost has his level 6, so might be confident enough to go for dive right here on the Viper. The Skyrath Mage is in position.
Yeah,
And
just to shed the light on what happened during First Blood. Actually, Slark went on the aggressive for the first few minutes of the game, and he was able to cut the HP, the hit points of the Viper, down to less than half. And I don't know what's sort of happened, but apparently, yeah. So just look at what happens to Viper right now. It was just within just 1 pounce, Viper drops to less than half an HP, and that's what happened before the first battle on the top lane. So just now, he pulled it. Baksi pulled it off again with a level 3 pounce, and Viper was just completely helpless. And after that, the levels of the Arcane Bolt on top of the Skyrath Mage really wants to roll out those damage, those spams with the Arcane Bolt.
alright, so right now, advantage to Baksi Gaming. So yeah, although I would say that the Lycan in the tri lane is kind of dubious because yeah, right now he's still at level 4. I mean he's doing okay. If we check the net worth, he's still number 3. But Lycan is the kind of hero that you want to get the early levels on. You want to get that early 6 potential. He has the potential to kill someone when he gets that shapeshift on. And also the level 4 wolves are the ones that he's actually looking for. The level 4 wolves are what enable Lycan to take down towers and take down the Roche early on. Yeah, so if you're putting him in a tri lane, especially in this sort of tri lane where your supports are sharing EXP, so that's basically cutting EXP away from the carry. Yeah, the Lycan is a bit delayed in levels. If we check the EXP per minute, yeah, Lycan is right there in the middle, even below Bristleback. 187, 6th place, 186 EXP per minute. So, not really the kind of levels you want Lycan to have this early in the game. Lycan has a very good potential and is banned for a reason. He's banned because he has that amazing early game potential, even if he falls off later into the game. His early game potential, being able to steamroll through towers, more than makes up for that. Should make up for that. But yeah, if you're denying yourself the early game potential of the Lycan, then it's just a wasted pick, in my opinion. So yeah, Lycan not being fully utilized right now. Although yeah, even if the Lycan's a bit held back, they're still doing well. Skyrath Mage is level 7. The Slark's level 8, getting good farm. Right now, yeah, top last hits go to Skyrath Mage and Slark. But the Tinker's
Hang
up
on.
there as well.
They're gonna go for the Tinker there, but they actually lack the damage. At one point, I actually thought that they won't be able to go for the aggressive there, but the Scarlet Mage, Taroro really knows how to pull off a Scarlet Mage. He knows how to sequence the skills and go for the proper combination, and he was actually just shy by one last hit.
Yeah, but yeah, well played by the Tinker. The Tinker actually moved in the right position, avoiding that last second of the Mystic Flare. Even a half a second would have killed him already. But good movement, good positioning. Tinker was able to escape that kill. Yeah, so right now it's still 3-0 for Baksi Gaming. Tinker's not gonna let up. He's the core. He knows he's not supposed to die. He knows that this game is gonna hinge on him later on. So okay, we have a stack here.
Hang on. At the top lane, you might see an engagement. Baxi's getting thrown. Sorry, I'm just gonna call him Slark. It's confusing. Everybody's named Baksi here. So Slark is getting a really healthy dose of Viper Strike and coupled with a poison attack. But Earthshaker actually didn't engage upon him. Now Baksi niches on the Viper. Viper tries to TP, but no, he gets stunned with Enchant Totem, and well, he will die to the auto attacks. Viper just getting steamrolled here at the top lane, and just in case he was able to survive there by some miracle, Scarlet Mage was actually following up with a haste rune. So there's that.
Alright, so this Lark right now, he's had 3 kills here on this.
Oh, hang on. At the middle lane, Scarlet Mage just goes for the TP in with a haste rune and just engages on top of Tinker. He knows that as long as he has a haste rune, he can get the Arcane Seal on and Tinker won't be able to do anything. So very, very aggressive Scarlet Mage here that we're seeing right now. I'm pretty sure that Vegetable Gaming is really getting caught off guard. Hanging on to the bottom lane, we see an engagement Ice Path from Jacker on top of the Lycan there. Lycan, Scarlet Mage, Ancient Apparition, and ES are now coming in from the Radiant Jungle. Chilling Touch on 3 heroes, but no, an engagement will not happen. The team Vegetable Gaming will disengage, but the TP is coming in from Tinker here. They want to re-engage on top of these heroes. Everybody on the Dire side are ready. They have their HPs full. They have the mana. Oh no, Tinker just went for the ancient stack then. So, I guess it's really trying to rush the lost experience and gold that he missed because he kept dying against the Scarlet Mage at the middle lane. I think he's already sitting at two deaths right now.
Yeah, 2 deaths, but yeah, these Ancients are going to make up for that. He might get closer to Blink to his travels already. Just a few more, just 500 more.
And well, at the top lane, Viper dies once again. That is the 4th time that Viper has died.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. The middle lane, Jiropi is going to die to this Scarlet Mage. Once again, this Scarlet Mage is just on a roll. Is now dominating, and we might actually see Baksi Gaming, take game 2 so that to make up for their forfeit during for game 1.
Yeah, so a powerful early lead for Baksi Gaming with 7-0 score. Now, 10 minutes into the game, let's check the EXP and gold graphs. Right now, for gold, it's 2,500-ish gold in favor of Baksi, and EXP a bit more, 5,000 EXP in favor of Baksi. Although right now, 2,500 gold, it's a bit negligible. Even at this stage of the game, I wouldn't call that definitive by any measure. But the EXP lead, it's kind of substantial, and the 7-0 score, that's kind of a bigger indicator actually. Sometimes the
Yeah.
7-0 score is more affecting of morale
Oh,
than
hang on.
anything else.
Top lane, you see an engagement. Rebel TPs into the tower. Baksi not only gets the first tower of the game, he is also able to get a free kill on top of the Jackero. I don't know what the hell Jackero was thinking, but he TP'd alone. And now we might actually see the Viper die to the Skyrat Mage. Skyrat Mage now on a mega kill. He's now being engaged upon by Fafi Pudding. And he activated the double damage rune. He wants to go again on top of this, on top of the Tinker. Tinker rearms, throws another hit seeking missile, but no damage. Not enough damage there to take down the Skyrat Mage. Was only sitting at around 200 HP. So yeah, we really see. Oh, another engagement at the bottom lane there. Bristleback gets picked off by the Lycan Ancient Apparition and the ES Tinker TPC. And we get the first kill of the game for the Dire team there, with Tinker on top of the Ancient Apparition and Earthshaker getting the aggro from the tower, dies as well to the creeps. And now Slark comes in, takes on Jiropi there. Jiropi throws in the stun. Slark does the Slark ultimate is still on cooldown, 5 seconds there. If he gets it off, he might actually re-engage on top of the Tinker. He pounces away. The Dark Pact is ready. The Shadow Dance is ready as well. He's waiting for the right time to go for the Jack Hero. And oh no, Jack Hero is exposing himself. Baksi already has now a Blink Dagger on the Slark. Ice Path not going to be enough to save the Slark right there. And we are now looking at the 12-2 score
Yeah.
in favor of Baksi Gaming.
So that's just the power of the Slark, as I mentioned. You can't really lock him down because of that annoying Dark Path. So yeah, the best way to deal with a Slark right now is just raw damage. Just get the Tinker. Maybe if he has a Dagon, just okay. So
Oh, hang
another
on.
pickoff,
Slark
yeah.
actually picks up the
Bristleback.
Bristleback. Yeah, who was dying already. Wow, VG is just out of sorts in this game. They don't know how exactly to position themselves so that they get a kill, or they get into a proper position in which they could regain their composure and their advantage, and take away the early game the early game momentum from Baxa Gaming. But yeah, Stark is already snowballing, and given that he's a snowball hero, I don't know how they will be able to shut him down just that easily.
Well, for vegetable gaming, they still have the Tinker. A lot of the best comebacks, turnarounds.
Yeah.
in our series of games have actually been to Tinkers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we see a Tinker go online, we might see a change of the pace in the game. So a lot really hinges on this Tinker. Tinker is their core. He has a lot of potential right now. This Lycan is gonna get caught out. This Lycan is
Yeah,
dead.
does he have the ultimate? No mana for his ultimate, and so he will just die to all the spams of March the Goblins, Ice Pack, everything. Not going to be enough, not enough hit points to even allow him to regain that much mana. Slark is actually on the prowl right now. He's sitting at a double damage rune, am I correct? Yeah, he's sitting at a double damage rune, and he went upon the Vengeful Spirit, but he will disengage. He knows that he won't be able to take down 4 heroes, 5 heroes now with a Tinker there, so he's just trying to take care of the double damage, not to waste the potential. The
Right
double
now, the
damage
Skyrath
rune
Mage
to give.
is caught
Oh, the
out.
Skyrath Mage. Oh, we actually went too deep and he took the Jackiro and gave all his streak gold for the Tinker. So I don't know what the hell what's that about, but yeah. I mean, normally that's the biggest mistakes that players usually make. When they get so high a streak that they almost reach 1,000 gold bounty on their head, and then they just give the kill away to essential heroes, like for example in this case Tinker, in exchange for a very trivial support hero like Jack Hero. So yeah.
Yeah, people forget sometimes that the streak actually gives a lot of gold. So it's something you should take note of. If you have a streak, you keep yourself safe, and that's why you preferably give the kills to your carry, because your
Yes.
carry is typically more survivable than a support. If a support gains a streak, then a support is still a support. Support's still easy to kill. So it's a bit harder to protect the streak as a support. So yeah, let's check how the Tinker is doing. Tinker is doing, a lot better right now. Second place right now in terms of farm, in terms of net worth, 7,000. Slark is still above at 7,800 because of those kills, but Tinker is probably going to catch up because of that global farming ability. And yeah, he got a decent boost from that kill streak taken from The
the
Skyreth Mage?
Scarlet
Yeah.
Mage. Oh, and Slark is just steamrolling here with the Blink Dagger. Fafi Pudding TPC in. If they can get the kill on top of Baksi, this is just so much gold for Fafi Pudding. But no, the Slark also has a Blink Dagger, and there are no wards on this area here for the Dire team. So Slark is gonna go away. He will be able to escape from this team fight easily. Yeah. Oh, another engagement at the middle lane. Jackal throws in the high ice path there. Scarlet Mage keeps throwing the arcane balls, and Rebel might actually die here. And he does, actually. For another additional 254 gold, Taroro will take the Jackir's life. And Jakiro has been dying a lot this game. He's now sitting at 4 deaths next to Viper who has 6. And this is just bad. This is bad for Vegetable Gaming. And now, oh, hang on. Lycan already has a Necrobo on top of the Maida. So we might actually see a lot of Rat Dota coming in from the Radiant team.
Alright, so the Lycan went with the Midas. Yeah, again, Midas isn't really the kind of item you want in the Lycan because Midas is for a hero that aims to go for late. And Lycan just falters in the late game. He doesn't right click well as much as other good carries. But yeah, his skills are more for supporting other heroes and summons, the Howl and his Feral Impulse. But those summons don't gain levels. Those summons don't gain anything as the game extends. So kind of a waste. This Lycan, they've been building this Lycan for late. But here in the Scarif Mage falls.
Yeah, and I'm trying to catch up to the team fights, but it's that we don't really have to. We can actually just dismiss the team fight as saying like, okay, so Slark now picks off this hero because it's that fast. The team fights so far in the recent minutes of the game is just Slark steamrolling with this damage, with this accumulated agility from the Essence Shift and the Dark Pack and the auto attacks. So it just takes him like at most 5 seconds to take somebody down. And now he's going for Bristleback. In 3, 2, 1, and exactly around 5 seconds, Bristleback goes down. And the Slark now sitting at Godlike.
Alright, so kind of a big price on the Slark. Godlike streak gives around 800 gold, I think.
Oh, 1,000, 800 additional, I believe.
Okay.
On top of the actual bounty.
So, yeah, they should be aiming to get the Slark. If the Tinker could get the Slark, all the better. He's a bit close to that level 1 Dagon already. So...
And by the way, the Slark has been actually very, very lucky. In the past 10 minutes of the game, he's been fast 4 minutes of the game. He's been constantly picking up double damage runes. So that's why the pickoffs were so easy.
Right? So pure skill. Pure skill right there for the Slark.
Yeah. Now we see a smoke gun coming in from the Radiant team. Ancient Apparition and the Slark are both smoke right now. Eventual Spirit is so out of position. Jeropi will actually die. Baksi goes in for the Blink Pounce, and there's no hope there for Eventual Spirit, and they have no way of how to deal with this right now. They actually place an Observer Ward near the Roche Pit because they know that Baksi now has the capacity to do so. But I don't think that's the wisest ward placement right now. Baksi getting caught with the Ice Path. Mystic Flare support coming in from Dororo, and now Shadow Dance Baksi will just hunt down the Bristleback right beside the tower. Tinker goes in for the Scarlet Mage. Scarlet Mage still been a neutral, wonderful play there. Baksi is just picking off 3 heroes there. He's now sitting at a triple kill just now in exchange for a Scarlet Mage, so that's not bad. And now an ultra kill with Jackiro again dying as soon as he respawned. Vengeful Spirit not going to be able to respond there. And well, the Tinker is now tipping at the bottom lane. He's going for a Blink, I believe. Oh no, he actually just went for the TP and Dagon to the laser, to the heat-seeking missile, just to take off the 2 towers. And I think he wanted to deny it, but yeah, it's actually a little bit too late there. Now we see the Lycan taking the Roche, and this is the best timing ever. Slark just actually wiped out 4 of their heroes, and they just took down the bottom tier 1 tower for the Dire. So Lycan is actually in a very, very good position to take this Roche.
Yeah, Lycan already has that Necro too. But at this point in the game, if your first Roche is at 21 minutes, yeah, it's kind of slow. Lycan should be able to take his first Roche down in around 10 minutes, and at 20 minutes, all the outer towers yeah, all the tier 1 and tier 2 towers should be down for your opponent. But right now, 20 minutes in, they still have the 3 tier 2 towers, so not particularly, still not an effective utilization of the Lycan pick. But either way, advantage is still clearly for Baksi. So they have a bit of breathing room right now. The hero's gonna die.
You know what? There's something about this Lark. He knows exactly where the enemies are. You know, he doesn't. If you look at the map, they have absolutely have no vision here. The only vision that they saw was that, you know, for a few seconds they did see the Jackero there, and then this Lark just went in with a blink dagger and pounced into seemingly empty space. And apparently there he finds the Jackero. No, he finds the Viper again. Yeah, the Dark Pack was actually on cooldown. Just not exactly the perfect timing of Dark Pack compared to to his earlier pounces during this game, but yeah. I think that was good enough. He was able to divert attention from the top lane, because on the top we see a severe push coming in with the Necro 3, with the ES, with the Wolves, and the Howl from the Lycan, and this is just VG not being able to do anything about anyone on the Radiant team. And the Bristleback can't even fulfill his role as a tanker. With a single Arcane Bolt, his HP goes down by a fifth.
Alright, so it looks like...
Oh my god, Bristleback actually quill sprayed on top of the Necronomicon and he died.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
He died with the Necro Creep,
with the Necro.
The last will, was it?
Yeah, it was the last will. And just so you guys know, last will deals pure damage, so yeah.
That's 400 pure? 300 pure?
We see the Tinker now coming online. Is actually able to pick off the Earthshaker quite easily there. But Baksi is just going in for the Vengeful Spirit. He's actually surrounded by 3 heroes, but he's not afraid. He has a Shadow Dance, so he'll just walk away. Fatal Pudding goes for the rearm and the heat-seeking missile spam with the Martial Machine's defense. But it's not going to find any target. They are lacking on a more reliable stun. I mean, sure, Vengeful Spirit is one, but considering how farmed the Radiant team is, they need more than just a single targeted spell.
Alright, so yeah, Baksi is kind of confident that they can take high ground right now. They're sieging and they're chipping off at these towers bit by bit. I don't think they can take down these towers in one swoop right now unless they do they have a 5-man or 4-man team wipe. But okay, so this Lycan is gonna get indicated on.
Yeah, but
Nice.
they're actually worried. Fatal Pudding goes in for the blink. Lycan goes for his ult. Baksi comes in, latches on the Vengeful Spirit, and the Dark Pack will just take away Fatal Pudding. If Fatal Pudding alive, he has the E-Blade, he has the Ghost Scepter there, and he will actually survive that team fight. But Scarlet Mage was just right around the corner waiting to throw in the Mystic Flare, and there goes your Tinker. 4 heroes down for Vegetable Gaming and no hero dead for Baksi. They did take the Aegis though, so there's that. But it's a complete team wipe right now. Baksi is just really mad. GG call coming in from Fafi Pudding, the team captain himself, and we will be seeing game 3, and it's just wonderful because just so you guys know, Baksi actually had to forfeit the first match because they were tardy, but they just reclaimed that score with this match. It's a very convincing victory.
Alright, so right now the series just died 1-1. 1 for Baksi, 1 for Vegetable Gaming. Yeah, we're gonna have to move into game 3. Technically just the second game. Practically just the second game, but technically the third game since Baksi Gaming had to forfeit their first game because of a delay. Yeah, but a convincing win right now for Baksi, and let's see how they progress at the game 3 coming up next.